Hello all. Well, I don't know if you can see that off in the distance, but it's very drizzly all of a sudden. It was perfectly clear when I left, and now it's all drizzly and wet. So we'll go up and do a video in the drizzle. Okay, let's just catch up on a little bit of news. Temperatures show the Arctic is heating up more than 4 times faster than the rate of global warming. This has stepped upward in the last 50 years. The Arctic influences the world's climate and weather and the melting of the Greenland ice sheet, causing sea level rise that threatens many coastal communities. This heat started in 1986. So they found out that the heating in the Arctic started in 1986 and has been heating up in basically 2 big batches, 86 and 98. It also had another big rise back then, and ever since then has been heating up. On a different subject here, a federal district court ruling has reinstated protections for endangered species which the Trump administration had severely weakened in 2019. Now, I've told you guys 100 times that Trump was the worst environmental president we had ever had. There's never been a worse one. He stripped almost every environmental law he could out. And we unfortunately suffered a lot of damage because of Trump and his antics against the environment. The Trump administration in 2019 finalized a series of sweeping rollbacks to the Endangered Species Act. The Trump administration, that business was more important than the environment. And that's exactly how he felt. And people just loved him because they thought it brought in more jobs. Lots of mosquitoes around today. Because of all the humidity, it's very humid in San Francisco today, as it was yesterday. Trump said we must reduce the number of habitat set-asides for vulnerable wildlife. So he didn't have any care in the world about vulnerable wildlife and the need for setbacks so that people didn't encroach on the very last of our endangered species. He didn't give a damn, and he still doesn't to this very day. Now he's saying he's going to try and run again in 2024. I hope not. I sure hope not. I don't know how our planet could ever survive another Trump administration. Another 4 years of setback. And once he gets in, you know he's never going to leave, regardless of what the popular vote says. It's important to set aside habitat for our endangered species all over the U.S. and the world, because there's nowhere else they can go. Some species must be in that particular area to survive. That's the only place the food is. That's the only place they know where to live. And if you bulldoze it all and put houses and hotels and golf courses and that sort of thing, there's nothing this poor wildlife can do but die off or be killed off by the developers who developed the area to begin with. Many developers, when they come into an area of virgin tropical forest or something like that, will go in and kill off all the wildlife and then strip out all the trees and then build their buildings. That's the way it's always been. We've always done that. Humans can't stand the sight of other wildlife hanging around their area. They're afraid. They're afraid it's going to hurt them or something. So it's so good that this judge has reinstated those set-asides. But you say, well, Biden's much better. Well, not really. Obama and Biden are both terrible environmentalists. They say one thing and do another. Drill, baby, drill, and things like that. So we have to put in a real environmentalist who really will stand by their environmental agenda in 2024, and that is certainly not Trump. I appreciate all your guys' ups and downs, new subscribers. It's getting closer to my surgery, so I don't know how many more videos we'll have. I'll try and make a final video before my surgery, just in case I don't pull through. So I appreciate it. All your ups, the downs, the new subscribers, and definitely your comments. And until next time.